Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, again to New Hanover County Schools Television and High School Hoops here on a Tuesday night in Midtown New Hanover County. I'm Don Osterbo, joined by Danielle Clay. And it was about 10 years ago, you were Danielle Bongiorno, and you were controlling the other gym, Jim Hebby Gym. Tonight we're in Sheila Bowles Gymnasium, and we have the #1 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, Ashley Screaming Eagles, visiting the #3 John T. Hoggard Vikings. How you doing, Danielle?
Doing great. So excited to be here. This Ashley Hoggard matchup is always a competitive one. I remember from the days when I played too.
Certainly. They did play early in the season, December 17th. Ashley walked away with a 58-37 win at home. Starters being announced for the Screaming Eagles, and of course, just coming through the line of cheerleaders, number 22, the lady Coach Muffet McGraw is here to see from Notre Dame, Sanaya Rivers, averaging 24 game, 10 rebounds, and we've talked about it before. We've covered their games the last 2 times, and she's a special player.
Absolutely. It was exciting to see Muffet in the house tonight. A really great coach, here to see Sanaya play, and we know she will probably put on a show like she normally does.
I'm certain. And along with number 22, Nia Rivers, they'll start senior guard number 5, Reagan Russell. Senior guard number 20, Mia Symmetry. Junior guard forward Lexi Henson, number 23. And rounding out the starting lineup for Coach Adrian Gale is junior forward, the 6-foot Bryn Little. And the Hoggard Vikings being announced right now. The Hoggard Vikings, very young team, have Blair Barefoot, now a freshman out at Lenore Rhyme, playing at your alma mater. And right now they have Isis Tracevik really is their leader at 12.2 points a game. She's a junior guard, number 20. And then she's joined by a host of 2 freshmen, Lacey Lovett, number 23, freshman guard, Anya Massey, another freshman guard, number 31, and then senior Claire Emma Britt in the middle, number 33, and then sophomore Madeline Elgart, number 32, round out Coach Boubacar Al's starting lineup. And they'll play a couple more freshmen.
Right.
That's Lexi Steed will get some time. And so will Anna Hollis Pitt, I believe, get some time as well. And they do have their one senior, Grace Howe, is injured. They have 2 seniors, Claire Emma Britt and Grace Howe. And Grace Howe has not played for the last 3 games.
Yeah, she's definitely a great defensive presence for them and just overall leader. So it hurts them not having her on the floor tonight, but I think some of these youngins are going to step up. The freshmen are a little more seasoned. We're farther into the season, so I think they're going to come to compete. Yeah,
and you're right about Grace Howe, because if I can remember correctly, Grace Howe was the person who was always chapped to defend Nia Rivers when she was over at Laney the last 2 years.
You're right. She's given her some hard battles. She's a really pesky defender. Has made some tough games for Nia. So they'll miss her, but we got to have some other people step up.
And the freshman will take the jump ball against Rivers. Rivers wins it to Symmetry after she boxes out Reagan Russell. Our crew tonight, head by man to the right of our screen, Mr. Wayne Merritt. At the top of the key is Mr. Matt Wall, and with the foul underneath, Mr. Justin Robinson. Claire Emma Britt picking up first foul, team's first. One thing they need is Britt to stay in the middle. Easy pass to Bryn Little for 2. And Danielle, just like we've seen in the last 2 times out, they come out in a tough pressure defense.
Oh, yeah.
But they do get the foul.
This has become a staple of Ashley, this full court press. I mean, they have the length. We'll see how Hoggard can handle it tonight and if they can do a little better job than last time.
And with the turnover and the missed layup, Mia Symmetry picked up the foul earlier on the pressure. Tracevik, a lot of contact, no foul. Coach All gets the warning.
Yeah, he was not happy with that one.
Coach is warning, yes. She got contact on the way up and then contact after the shot and hit the ground hard.
Yeah, that definitely looked like it could have been a foul, but we'll see if they're going to let him play tonight.
From 10 feet off, rebounded by Elgart. Massey controls up top to Tracevic, back to Massey. Inside, good patience. Claire Emma Britt.
Nice controlled, strong finish right there by Claire Emma. There was just a feel in the gym tonight that it was going to be a good game. You know, it seems like both teams are ready to play.
You know, and Hoggard wants to crack that top. You know, right here with the win here is huge. It's anybody's game in the Mid-Eastern Conference between Laney, Hoggard, and Ashley.
Yep.
Good tie up by Tracevic. And actually the foul goes against Bryn Little. That's her second, her first. Pressure D. And travel violation on the sideline. Good job using the sideline as a defender.
That's right. I mean, it's going to be a battle all night. I don't see Ashley dropping out of this press, so Hoggard's going to have to just stay ready, find ways to beat it.
Reagan Russell drives, dumps to Little. Russell tries to reset to Lexi Hinson. Up top to Nia Rivers. Nia pulls for three, she's short. Little with the rebound. Lexi Hinson up and under.
This Ashley team will hit the boards hard, and if they don't get it on the first shot, they're going to try to get it on a second.
Elgart running with Lacey Lovett. Hopefully, I'll probably call her Lola one time tonight.
The big sis.
And alternating possession goes to Hoggard. And Lola Lovett is at Charleston Southern, is it?
I believe it's Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
Yep.
Yes. Reagan Russell with the steal. Leaves for symmetry, drives baseline, and she stepped on the baseline.
That was a good idea. Nice dish off.
30-second timeout, Coach All. A lot of action, not that many points. A couple minutes going by, 4-2. But the Screaming Eagles definitely, like you've said, they have set the pace with their pressure.
Yes. Both teams, it's going to be a story of how does Hoggard handle this pressure tonight? Can they be composed, get it past half court? They've got people that can score. That's not the problem. The problem is, can we get it past half court and past the Ashley length? Ashley's, doing a really good job of being aggressive right now offensively. And, if you can contain Nia Rivers, that's going to be the story of the game.
Correct.
You can handle the press, contain Nia Rivers to the best of your ability.
Right. I mean, she's going to get hers. You don't
sure.
average 24 points and have off games very, very frequently.
Right.
Good catch by Tracevic. Dumps it into Elgart. Tough catch inside. Swings it back to Tracevic. Tracevic gets a good look. Buckets.
Nice three right there.
Isis shoots 21% on the season from behind the arc. Back to Rivers up top. Symmetry for three. She's long. Rebounded. Claire Emma Britt. Ball knocked out of bounds by Symmetry.
Coach All is showing his trust in the freshman Lacey Lovett, putting her on Nia Rivers tonight. She's got the length, that's for sure, and she's a tenacious player.
And Lacey and Anya Massey were part of a very good Roland Grice Middle School team last year. Claire Emma Britt defending at the high post. Rivers. Reagan Russell driving.
Good take. Nice take by Russell.
I like that from her. I see her more aggressive with the ball on offense.
Definitely.
Rivers with the left-hand lay. Gets her first bucket of the night.
I'm loving the competitive energy both teams are showing right now. There's no back down on either side.
And the hold. And that goes against Symmetry. Symmetry picks up her second foul. We'll see if coach is going to have her take a seat. And Annalise Sappho checks in.
That's an important piece. That foul trouble will be big as we continue in this game. Want to be able to keep her on the floor. I know Ashley wants her out there.
And she does even more defensively than, just as much offensively as well. But she's really important to their defensive pressure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, she's a key in the top of that press, bringing that length.
Winston tries to put it in her eye. Tracevick comes the other way. Tracevick going against Rivers. Rivers rejects it and kind of stands up over top of her.
It's gonna be a competitive night. I mean, you can just feel it. It's always competitive, Hoggard and Ashley, or any of the area schools, but you could feel that energy when we walked in.
I believe there has to be some sort of foul called on here, whether it's a taunting foul on Rivers and then something else coming with Tracevick on the pushback. But if they want to get control of this game, it's important to do something right now.
I agree. And you got to be aware of that. And everybody
Technical.
can tell, if not a double. Is it just one? Yeah, maybe
a double
technical.
Yeah,
and that's important. The refs need to make sure that this game does stay under control because there are high emotions. So, I like that call. Both teams got to keep their cool. Play hard, but keep your cool.
Yeah, I agree that they had to do something about that.
Yes.
And I guess Coach All wants an explanation right now. So, and then the Screaming Eagles still get possession of the basketball. Rivers stops, pops, she's short. Tracevick, she's going to drive. Contact is the block.
Tresvik is not afraid to get to the rim. She's a very, very tough player. And it's good to see her starting to assert herself tonight. I think that's really huge for Hoggard if they're going to stay in this game.
Yeah, when you look at overall, Claire Emma Britt, has gotten time for the last three previous years. But Tracevick's also been significant time for the last two. So she's really one of the most experienced people on the court for the Vikings.
Definitely. She's become one of their leaders for sure.
She was asked to play support roles in the past, and now she's definitely asked to be the junior leader. Rivers with her head up.
Good skip pass. Little deflection.
And the push is going to go on Claire Emma Britt. And that's Claire Emma Britt's second. So did they call that on Lovett then?
I thought it was on Claire Emma Britt.
Yeah, so did I, but we'll clear that up at the half.
They may have made a mistake on the sub. Both teams right now have missed some easy shots around the rim. Those are big shots in a game like this.
Tracevick. Massey guarded by the junior Nia Rivers, and they called the reach in on Rivers. That's her second.
That's not a call that goes against her that often because she's so good at using that length to get her hands in there. But now with the technical already, she's going to have to play smart. She can't be quite as aggressive with that.
Yeah, they're gonna be tightening it up, and Coach Gale has taken a 30-second timeout. 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. We're at 6-5. We were at 4-2 with 5:14 remaining, and we haven't had much offense really since. But it seems like we've been back and forth up and down the court quite a few times.
Yeah, I think that both coaches would say, hey, we got to finish the easy shots that we're missing, but I'm happy with your effort. I like your competitive energy. I see both teams are working hard on the boards, boxing out. That's the stuff you want to see, and it may be a bit of a grind like that tonight, and we'll see if one team starts to catch fire. I think the team that goes on a little run may have an opportunity to start pull away.
Definitely not scoring in the realm of a 58-point game for the Screaming Eagles. Good job by Reagan Russell. Gets bailed out by the referee.
Right. If you're Hoggard, you don't mind the low score.
No.
Because you're thinking maybe less possessions for Ashley tonight would be a good thing.
And that also means that you're keeping the Nia Rivers off the board.
That's right.
Tough catch. That's number 21, Jada Armour, who's entered the ball game. She'll check back out. And number 10, Bella John. High pick. Henson, Trace Fix riding her hip. She picks up her second. Team's fourth. Trace Fix got to be. Coach All doesn't want to take her out right now.
Nope.
But she's got to be careful this next 2 minutes.
He knows that she's an important piece to what they're doing right now, so he's trusting one of his vets not to get that third foul.
Clara LeBrit also with 2 fouls.
Good kick. Nice shot.
Reagan Russell knocking down the 3 ball.
Reagan Russell has become a really important role player for them this year. When she's hitting shots like that, it makes them a tough to guard because she's adding another offensive weapon for Ashley.
Yeah, and today's the first time in the last 2 games that we've done with the Screaming Eagles that I've seen her be aggressive on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Actually looking for a shot. And looks like we had behind the play, we had an injured player. Coach Gale did call a timeout. Well, she's taking the full timeout. So Nia Rivers only has a field goal, and they're only up by 4. Besides, this is a good quarter so far for Hoggard. I mean, Coach All's got to be happy with the way the grit that her girls have shown so far in a low-scoring quarter, but at the same time, we've had quite a few fouls. Hopefully we don't have 52 like the other night down at Laney and Ashley boys game. But I like the way they're competing. I think this is true crosstown rival basketball, and you can tell, the intensity's up in the gym.
Yeah, I think Hoggard came out tonight a little more confident, and you can see that is attributed to the score. Ashley hasn't really been able to find their offensive rhythm yet, so hence why they still only have 9 points. But like you said, it's a competitive game. Both teams are in it. So we'll see how it shapes up.
Yeah, the first time out, it was a 13-9 lead for Ashley going into the end of the first quarter. So we're in similar territory right now. We'll see what Nia Rivers does here. Tough pass across the baseline. It's got to be a jump ball.
Good hustle.
Possession should be Ashley's. Get a stop here, get the ball. Hoggard's happy with going into the second quarter. Reagan Russell kicks it. Rivers along the baseline. Forces a pass inside. That's a foul on Bryn Little.
I'll say this now. The team that does stay composed is going to be, I think, the team that wins tonight.
And composure is a big thing, especially in a game of a big aggressive game like this one. Free throws could be very important coming down the end. Tracevic, a 55% free throw shooter.
I love the competitive edge. That's how I played.
Oh, certainly.
But we also got to, both teams have to make sure they keep their cool, play smart basketball, and execute.
Yeah, Hoggard comes in shooting 57% as a team from the stripe. Under 20. Rivers looks to isolate. Gives the Russell back to Rivers. We go under 12. Rivers going to make something happen here as we go under 10. With a pick from Lexi Henson. Rivers is going to pull from 30.
Deep.
In and out.
Looked good, though.
In and out. And, Nia Rivers cold from the floor. 1 for 5 in my score sheet. And she only has 2 points. And the Vikings trail by 4, 9-5 from Sheila Bowles Gymnasium. We're going to thank our sponsors. We'll be back with the second quarter. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Don't go away. We'll be back. Second quarter coming right up.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
I'll be right back.
Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Welcome back. John T. Hoggard High School, Shipyard Boulevard, beautiful Midtown Wilmington, North Carolina. Don Osherbo with Danielle Clay. Danielle, good stuff going on the court. Definitely high school rival basketball. Intensity's up, and these people are enjoying. They're getting their money's worth. The fans in the stands.
Absolutely. I mean, you want to see that. Both teams came to play tonight. I think, we're also saying, hey, we got to limit turnovers. Ashley's probably saying stop fouling, limit our turnovers. And Hoggard's probably saying we got to finish around the rim when we get open shots because we're not going to get those all night. So both teams could just honestly play better and more solid, but I love the energy right now, and I hope that this keeps it up the rest of the game.
Yes, definitely wants the intensity to continue, and as well as the competitiveness that these girls are going at it. Symmetry has returned with the 2 fouls. Anya Massey, let's go on a 3-ball, boarded by Lexi Hinson. Hinson, Little, Rivers, Symmetry, and Russell, countered by Elgart. Bella John, Lexi Steed, the freshman, number 34, has entered the ball game. Number 33, Claire Emma Britt, and Tracevic, stolen again by Reagan Russell. Russell can't get it to go.
It's a nice contest without fouling by Massey.
Tracevic at the hash, back up to the freshman Massey. Bella John trying to get open along the baseline. Don't want to pick up your dribble there. You force yourself to make a long pass.
Yeah, Hoggard was doing a really good job in the first quarter of moving the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and then they were getting that dish down low. Right now, they're getting a little stagnant. They're keeping the ball on one side of the floor, and it's resulted in turnovers. They've got to make an adjustment with this.
Yeah, they've gotten bailed out there. That one went out of bounds, so they got the ball back, and returning is number 23 freshman Lacey Lovett. And again, a forced pass. Lexi Steed converts on the other end. Excuse me, sorry, it was Lexi Steed who the pass was attempted to. And Lexi Hinson converts on the other end.
Ashley's getting aggressive with their D. It's turning into offense. You know, they've got that great length out of this zone.
Yeah, they put 3 players over 6 foot and over on the court. Just looking at Symmetry there, I mean, she's tough to get the ball in. Just jumping legs and arms all over the place. Tracevic gets a good look. She's long.
Right.
Hinson with her 3rd board of the night. Rivers cuts through, still cold. And a foul on the putback. Fouls on Lexi Steed. That's her first. Team's 8th. Her 5th for the Vikings.
I like Rivers being aggressive and trying to get to the rim. You know, she hasn't really been able to find her flow offensively, but that's a good sign. I think that she should definitely, because if not, she's going to probably get her own board and opportunity to get to the line.
Yeah, and she's been cold from everywhere, including the charity stripe where she usually shoots 75%. This one's good. Tracevic from 15. She's long, boarded by Rivers. Screaming Eagles come running.
Pretty.
Yes. Yeah, she left it open for the pass and then just finished it easy with her left hand. I thought she was going to kind of do a little jump through and finish with the left, but they gave her the left hand layup, so she just finished it.
Yeah, she's so tough in the open court because she's got so many weapons. You really don't know. Is she going to pull up? Is she going to go right? Is she going to go left? So all you can do is try to stop her as high up as you can before she gets to the rim. That was a great drive right there by Sanaya Rivers.
Yeah, and all calls a TO. So that was a full timeout. And 14-5, Nia Rivers comes out with 3 quick points here in the last 2.5 minutes.
Hoggard wants to keep contact right here. You know, that was a good timeout. I think they recognize Ashley's starting to get some momentum, find their flow, regroup, attack.
Yeah, they got to get a bucket on offense. They've been quiet, been stuck on 5 for quite some time. Good look from Elgart. Elgart buckets.
That's becoming more of her shot this season. It's good to see her step out, knock that down, showing she can do more than just play inside.
Yeah, I mean, she's shooting 45% from behind the arc. It's
Pretty,
a nice clip.
Pretty good.
Ooh, they get bailed out there. It looked like Lexi Hinson just dribbled the ball out of bounds. Good catch. Rivers from 5. Still a tough night from the floor. Elgart drives. And the block called on Hinson.
That's the second time she's tried to do that tonight. I love the intention. You know, I'm always telling my girls to try to take a charge, but she's not quite getting there set in time. And as a result, it's been a foul.
Yeah, and that's the 8th team foul, so they're in the bonus. And then it'll be Elgart shooting 2. Elgart comes in at 75% from the free throw line, knocks it home. Bryn Little returned for the Screaming Eagles. Elgart knocks them both home. That's where Coach All needs to get the points too. It's going to be a physical game, and they get to the line, they got to score them.
Yep, anytime we can get points on the line tonight, both teams got to take advantage of it. I think this is going to be a fight to the end.
Miscue and communication. Rivers thought she was cutting on the inside, didn't happen. Tracefick, there's a reach right there, not called.
Good hands. Bodies on the floor. Lots of hustle.
And we come up with just about halfway going by in the second quarter. 4-point ball game. Pick up high by Lauren Craig. And out of bounds to the Vikings. Yeah, when they have Craig, Little, Symmetry, and Rivers on the court, they have 4 players 6 foot or over. And it's quite impressive for their high school team.
It is. I mean, and I think they do a good job of utilizing that height, too. I mean, that was a great pick and roll right there. The pass was a little off, but those are things they got to look for with this lineup.
Skip pass across the zone. Tracefick's open. Elgart rebounds.
Nice hustle.
Yeah.
Nice steal.
Yeah, Symmetry saw that coming. Tries a little scoop shot, can't get the fall. Lovett comes the other way. Lovett taking it right to the rack.
Nice confident take right there by Lovett. They need some of these freshmen to come alive and score tonight if they want to have a chance in this game.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. 2-point ball game. Russell again being aggressive on the offensive end. Picks up a foul. That's going to be on Lovett. 6th team foul. One away from being in the bonus are the Screaming Eagles. Claire Emma Britt on the D. Dump it in. The Little high post. Swing it to Symmetry. Symmetry's short. Rebounded by Claire Emma Britt.
That's tough. She's not giving up.
You know what impresses me just right there? I mean, first of all, she, like you said, she didn't give up. But the distance that she covered to defend 3 different players. She's put herself in between the person with the ball, then the 2 other players she's trying to pass it to. And then when she made the pass, she recovered to get there and be able to harass her at that time as well. Quite impressive athletically.
You know, she's got great height, in general, especially at a guard spot, but her length, I mean, her wingspan, I think is even more impressive. And
yeah.
when you combine that with her jumping ability, getting a pass through can be really hard to do against Nia Rivers.
She knocks both of them home. It reminds me of the, I think, the Sports Science TV show where they would take an NFL receiver and look at the trajectory of what they could cover from their jumping to their lateral movement. And bam, Madeline Elgart.
With another 3. She has come to play tonight.
Makes it a 1-point ball game. Rivers step back, buckets.
Oh, pretty, pretty.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I love it. Let's keep this up.
High post, Britt. Swing it. Anya Massey gets a good look. Crashing the boards is Tresvik.
Good O-board right there by Tresvik.
Hoggard with a good movement on this offensive possession. Nice look from Tresvik. Swoops in and out. Ball stolen by.
Great hustle.
Claire Emma Britt steals it.
Another opportunity. I think this is 3 or 4 offensive boards in a row. I know Coach Gale is not happy with that.
Tresvik with another good look.
Hoggard cannot capitalize on it though.
And they're still hustling. Coach All would really like to walk away with at least 2 on that one.
Yes.
Craig working hard down low at the post. Calling for the pick is Rivers. Go under a minute. Craig really wants the ball down low, but they try to force it to Rivers.
Yeah, they keep looking for that cut. They just haven't been able to connect on it tonight.
Got to get it across.
She's a one-man press, you know?
Tough shot by Massey. And Rivers with her 5th board. Symmetry didn't get called for the push-off. And there's a foul. Is it going to go on? So it's Anya Massey picks that one up.
Might have gotten her on the side. It looked like she wasn't involved on it, but she might have gotten her on the hip.
Yeah, I thought Symmetry was going to get called for the hook when she went past her.
Right.
One shot to go for Symmetry. She's yet to get on the board tonight. Knocks her first point home. Massey. Lacey Lovett.
That's her shot. She'll shoot that.
Under 20.
Not quite, but that's not a bad shot for her. Nice dish.
Chance to get it to the biggest lead of the night at 7. Go to half. From 35. There's 2 buzzer beaters. Can't get them to fall. But Nia Rivers wakes up and has a 8-point second quarter, along with a basket by Lexi Hinson are the points there that allow them to take a 5-point lead going into half. And Hoggard gets some really big buckets from Madeline Elgart with 2 threes, as well as 2 shots from the free throw line. So Danielle, we'll be back and get a little halftime analysis while we take a halftime break. Please thank our sponsors. Tonight's sponsor, Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. We'll be back with some halftime analysis right after this short break.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth. Without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Come on! Go, Diane! Yeah, keep it going! Yeah! Go, honey!
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane! Woo! You got this!
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to Sheila Bowles Gymnasium. Don Osbro and Danielle Clay bringing you all the high school action tonight here at Hoggard High School. 20-15, Danielle. The Screaming Eagles enter the third quarter behind a 10-point night so far from Nia Rivers. And on the Hoggard side, Madeline Elgart comes through with 8 big baskets, 8 big points in the second quarter.
Those are huge because Ashley just went on a little run and Hoggard needed someone to step up. And so that was great to see Elgart do that. You know, Lovett had that really nice take as well. You know, I think that Massey's done a great job tonight of defending even on fast breaks without fouling. But, you know, Ashley's got a lot of weapons too outside of Sanaya, so they're going to come at him in the second half.
And you know, certainly this game was a 23-21 game back in December at the half. And then Screaming Eagles erupted for 35 points in the second half compared to 17 for Hoggard. Well, there's the first turnover for the Screaming Eagles of the second half. See if Hoggard can take advantage. Tracevic, Britt, and miss pass. Give it back over to the Screaming Eagles. But Britt, Tracevic, Lovett, Massey, and Elgart, Rivers, Little, Symmetry, Russell, and Hinson for the Screaming Eagles.
You know, both teams just started off this half with a turnover. Possessions are so valuable in this game. The team that can limit the turnovers, maximize their possessions, is going to be the team that comes out on top tonight.
And Bryn Little.
Nice shot.
Yeah, nice little look from the elbow.
Hoggard, I don't know if they realize the count.
Little's got 4 now. Massey with Rivers on her up top. Turnover again. Rivers 1 against 3. Symmetry alone from behind the arc. Hinson, her 7th board.
Never bring that board down, right?
Yes, exactly. She brought it down around her chest, and she didn't chin it. Screaming Eagles will defend. Again, Lacey Lovett right to the hole. The ball stays here. I think we're going to get a correction. And there's the correction. And you talked about turnovers. In the previous game, Ashley has just 10 turnovers to Hoggard's 28. So there you go. That's at 58 to 37 point, 20, almost 21 point difference. Tonight's a little different. I believe both teams are a little bit more even.
Yeah, that's the game right there. You know, last time, speaking of.
Trace Fick puts it off her foot. Frustration. She's got to shake that one off.
She does. You know, it's like you're doing the right thing. You were in the right place right there. Both teams are still trying to find their groove again coming out of the half.
Can't leave her alone for that shot. Symmetry gets a good look as well. She nestles that one home. That's her first 3 ball.
That's a nice shot for her. You know, she is unafraid to take that, even from a couple inches out. Hoggard's got to get a hand up.
Need a good possession. And there's the foul going to be on Massey. Anya Massey, that's her second. That's team's first.
It's hard, you know, when Sanaya is on you because of her length and her quickness.
And another alternate possession.
You know, Massey has good length too, though. And sometimes those are the situations where you just have to use your body to hold off the defender. And you don't even really need to do anything fancy because Sanaya will get her hand on it.
Yeah, those hands are darting out there and gotten a piece of the ball most of the time.
The defense is what's keeping them in the game right now.
Emma Britt goes to the hole, and the block on Bryn Little.
They did not get that as much from her last game, you know, and that's the second time tonight she's been really aggressive. That's going to be important for them, that Claire Emma stays aggressive on the offensive end and looks for her opportunities, because she can put the ball in the hole too.
Yes. Claire Emma's pretty much been on the court for 3 years and knocks home the free throw. And she's her older sister, Keely Britt, was also a 4-year starter for the Vikings.
She was, yes. Keely Britt was on that squad with Blair Barefoot, and they had some really nice years here.
Yeah, this team last year, the Hoggard team was 20-8, 12-2. You know, but they lose some key players. Ellison Louthan, Blair Barefoot, Taylor Fry, Julie Wilkerson.
Great hustle right there. Both teams working hard.
Trace Vick now with 5. Symmetry, Russell.
Might be an over the back call.
He called the push. But, so that's
well, she's got maybe
Massey.
4 inches on her. Those are always tough calls because it seems like they can just reach over sometimes if the player's shorter. But if you get a body on them, they're usually going to call that.
Yeah, and that's Massey's 3rd. Rivers is long. One down by Lacey Lovett. Just didn't take her time on the pass. Just did not take her time.
Well, again, you saw, the length and her getting, even just trying to make that pass was difficult,
yeah. She
right?
gets a hand in the lane.
Absolutely.
Symmetry goes middle. Hoggard comes up with the loose ball. Lacey Lovett open. She wants the block. And the foul's going to go against Little. And that's going to be her 4th foul. team's second. I didn't see anything wrong with that. She got her arm caught in there. They both players trying to get her arm out.
Right.
You know, both of them battling hard.
Yeah,
there was nothing malicious.
Absolutely. In a play like that, it tends to go toward the offense because she, kind of got to it first. But it's just good hard play.
Inside, Elgard can't get the cookie to fall.
Those are those easy buckets you got to get.
And three-quarter court outlet by Rivers, but here comes Tracevic. And just
nice.
Enough defense for Rivers that Lovett picks up the loose ball and gets her 4th point. But, did you notice just then when Rivers makes the play, she immediately looked backcourt, and all 4 of her teammates, other than Mia Symmetry, who was just at the foul line, all right, we're back at half court for the thing. She was not happy that they didn't get back as well.
Yeah, it's such a game of momentum, and Ashley had it, and they had a nice lead. Now Hoggard starts to play good defense, get a couple steals, and a situation like that says a lot. Hoggard's working, trying to get back in this game. Naya's saying, "Hey, teammates, what are we doing? We got to keep fighting right here. This game isn't going to be given to us." So
no, she certainly doesn't want to be the only one hustling on the court.
Absolutely. I know Coach Gail's standard, and I'm sure she's telling them that right now. Hey, you better pick up the hustle. You better work hard. That's a trademark of theirs. Of Ashley is they're gonna work and they're gonna hustle from start to finish.
Oh, it goes all the way back to way back in the early days of Ashley when they had a little lightning water bug named Danielle Russell, who would be up and down the court. Hoggard looks like they might be sitting back in a little 2-3 zone. Skip pass across the top, inside to Craig. Back up top to Russell. And another skip pass, Symmetry.
Yeah, they're trusting that zone tonight, even with the shooters on the floor. You like that hustle?
Tough catch inside. And is this going to go on Massey? She took a shot to the jaw. And she took a shot to the jaw. Both those sides are. Took it right on the chin.
Yeah.
So that did go on Massey. So that is her 4th foul. Team's 3rd. Rivers connects on the 1st. She's now in double figures. Bella John came into the ball game. Elgart with Tracevic. Good defense by Lauren Craig.
Oh.
Rivers keeps it alive. The 3 in and out.
I mean, her shots were just barely rimming out tonight.
Somewhat of a cold night for Rivers. Usually shoots 47% from the field. Under 2 minutes to play in the 3rd. Elgard gets a good look. Can't get the roll. Are we going to have a foul on Lexi Henson? Or
not sure who that one. It looks like it's staying here.
Yeah, it's on the floor. So, and that is going to be on Henson. That's her 3rd. It's 3 for the Screaming Eagles. Got to get somebody to bring the ball in.
Yeah, fouls are going to definitely play a role down the stretch. Each team is kind of racking them up tonight.
Blocked by Symmetry.
Good block. Tough.
Hoggard gets a turnover.
Wow.
Lots of contact on the reach and lots of contact on that last play.
There is. And a game like this, again, it's got to be, the refs got to keep it under control.
Annalise Sappho checks in, number 14. Still taking a look at.
It's looking like Sanaya's trying to get a timeout, maybe for one of her teammates, or there's blood on the court.
I noticed she was talking to the ref when the ball was in the front court. She was still in the back court.
Yeah, it's one of those nights. I mean, girls are on the floor. We got bodies hitting bodies. You know, Massey, we're still not sure if she's going to be able to come back in the game.
Yeah, it looks like she's still getting checked out over there by my buddy John Barkman.
As it looks like another reach right there. I guess we're not calling that tonight.
Love it. She cuts through. Try to leave it for Tracevic. Jada Armour back in the ball game, number 21 for the Vikings. Under a minute now. Love it, drives baseline, kicks to Tracevic. Jada Armour drives tough, contact, the block on number 10, Tierra David.
You look at that and say, well, it looked like she was in place. Her feet were set, but, you know, she got her on the side of the body, got her on her hip, wasn't directly in front of her. So a lot of times that goes against the defense.
Yeah, it was the angle,
exactly.
The geometry of it.
Well, and, you know, Jada did a good job of creating that too. She kind of saw her get positioned, and then she said, okay, I'm going to go right beside you so I don't get that charge call.
Yeah, good athletic play by Jada Armour, who's right at her season average of 1 point a game. Gets long on this one.
It looks like Hoggard's got two girls being looked at right now at the training table. And, you know, both teams got some foul trouble, but people are going to have to step up.
Is that, it's not Elgart. I see Massey coming back to the bench. And Screaming Eagles possessed with 38 to go in the third quarter.
Nice pass.
Well defended by Claire Emma Britt. And there's the pickpocket again.
Love it. Was having to work hard, but she handled it.
Timeout. Good call. Coach wanted her to continue coming up the sideline.
Yeah.
Still trying to get a look at, I can't see a number over there of who, that's Claire Emma Britt.
Over on in the training table? I think it's Bella John and.
Oh, Bella John.
Yeah,
okay.
I believe so.
She took a shot to the head, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like Massey is back in with the huddle, so she might get to return. They're maybe handling a blood issue with Bella John. Hey, it's that type of night.
Yeah, and it's a 5-point game still with just 18 to go in the third quarter, and you know, Hoggard wants to stick around. You know, they're at home, got a nice crowd, and they're ready for some fourth quarter finish. They come out with Armour, Elgart, Tracevic, Britt, and Lovett, Russell, David, Hinson, Symmetry, and Rivers for the Screaming Eagles. Right here's a big bucket. Right here, this is a big possession.
It is.
And they force the turnover. And she goes hard into the padding. Ashley players don't want anybody to be around. I didn't see an intentional foul. She went up to block the shot.
Yeah, I mean, fast breaks are always tough because you got two girls going full speed and you're trying to defend. You know, you don't want to see ever anyone fall into the padding like that and risk injury. But like you said, I think she was just playing hard defense. No harm.
Yeah, she kind of went in there awkward. The foul went on Tracevik. It's her her third, team's fourth. Rivers with just 2 points this quarter. And that's her third free throw of the quarter. Six for 7, make that 7 for 8 from the free throw line tonight.
She's found her stroke from the free throw line, that's for sure.
And she just picking pockets, going to the hole.
That was a great play.
And takes that 5-point lead and pushes it up to 9 in about 15 seconds.
Literally, that's like a coach's nightmare.
Yeah, not with the way Coach All wanted to end the third quarter. We're going to thank some sponsors. We'll be back with the fourth quarter finish right after this. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
It only takes a moment to make a moment.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Well, welcome back. For Danielle Clay, I'm Don Osterbo. We're ready to have this final 8 minutes of intense Mid-Eastern Conference New Hanover County Schools high school hoops. Well, Danielle, that 9-point lead has to be answered soon by the Lady Vikes when they come out here to begin the fourth.
Absolutely. I mean, Sanaya is doing what Sanaya does, and we expected that. Even if she's a little off on some of her shots tonight, she just makes it happen from other places. You know, the fouls are still going to be interesting for both teams as we finish. But right now, it's, you know, you're wondering who is going to step up for Hoggard, who's going to put the ball in the bucket. They're playing hard. You can't fault them for that, but you still got to produce something.
Yes, Rivers has 14. And so they got the big three from Symmetry, but they won that quarter 11-7.
You know, and Hoggard may have to pull somebody up, help relieve the pressure, whoever's guarding Sanaya.
And that pressure forces that pass. Super long one all the way across the court. Rivers will control. High post to Lexi Henson, down low to Tiara David. Kick to Symmetry, but knocked out of bounds by Isis Tracevik. Russell pulls from the elbow, knocks it home.
Nice,
Reagan Russell.
Nice pull up.
Reagan Russell with 5. And right here, you got to watch because you're going to go right into that trap.
Yep. It's hard not having Massey on the floor for them. You know, she's just got the length. She can see over that defense and help get those passes over the top. So other people are going to have to step up right now.
And she could separate a little bit better than some of the smaller girls. Jada Armour likes to go to the hole.
Another good take.
Yeah, Jada Armour with 3 points right now, only averaging 1 a game. And they need an athlete to take control, try to take the ball to the hole, maybe draw a foul. Good job by Tracevik stepping in the passing lane. And a left-hand finish for Tracevik.
This is what happened in the third. Right now, the only thing that could get Hoggard back into this game is if Ashley continues to turn the ball over in the open court, you know, not make good passes out of this, because Hoggard is capitalizing out of it.
Yeah, they had to capitalize after that quick end of the quarter run by the Screaming Eagles, and had to come out here in the third or fourth and put some points on the board. David.
Nice look.
Yeah, tough catch as well by Tiara David, her first points of the night.
And when you watch Rivers, you'll see how she's so patient. You know, she doesn't ever really force anything. Sometimes, nice try, good follow. Sometimes she will maybe try to squeeze a pass, but she really does a great job of just letting it develop, then waiting for that player to get open and hitting them.
Yeah, she definitely likes to drop dimes.
Oh, yeah.
And Madeline Elgart gets her 10th point on the offensive end. Henson from 5 feet. Ball stays alive.
Got her own. Good hustle.
Symmetry and a little NBA continuation. And Symmetry knocks it home. Foul went on Isis Tracevik. That's her 4th, team's 5th. Symmetry. She now has 6 on the night. A little long on this. Tracevik needs some help. She's got the trap coming to her. Got to step through that.
Good dish off. Very nice.
Yeah, nice dump to Madeline Elgart, who has 2 quick buckets.
There's still a lot of fight going on both teams. You can see Hoggard's not going to lay down and die tonight.
And Hoggard still playing harassing D. Symmetry, that's loose for 3, but you fouled the 3-point shooter.
That's tough.
Jada Armour picks up her first foul. It's team's 6th foul, but it's going to send Symmetry to the line where, you know, hopefully this works out in Jada's case, but she's only a 37% free throw shooter. She is 1 for 2 tonight. And she's long.
Well, with her ability to knock down that 3, that might not have been a bad foul after all.
The transfer from Christ King High School goes 1 for 2 so far. She's got 1 more shot remaining.
Yeah, she's been a huge addition to this team this year, you know, giving Sanaya another option on the floor, and for what Coach Gale's wanting to do with their length and their press, you know, she's a big piece for them if they want to try to make a run, especially in the postseason.
She's 2 for 5 on the night. Under 5.
Got her hands on it. So active. She stays so active.
And easy basket for Rivers, her first of the fourth. She's got 16. Kick ball. Ten-point ball game. Tracevic guarded by Symmetry. Extend that zone. Got to take the ball to the hole. Back iron, same team. Tracevic fouled by Bryn Little, and that'll be 5 on Bryn Little. So disqualified is number 40, Bryn Little. Tierra David enters the ball game. Free throws are all important right here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's cool to see, you know, for example, Isis, who's on the line right now, her growth over the past few years, just even her maturity and knowing, okay, I've got 4 fouls, I got to stay on the team for my floor. And same with Sanaya. You know, you can see even how her game's matured. And then I look at some of the younger girls and think they're going to look at this game and see ways to improve. And it's exciting, you know, to see girls grow and then see girls step into new roles. Right, exactly.
I'd like to see the progression. Tracevic makes 1 of 2.
I think
Tracevic's also a pretty accomplished softball player as well.
Very. This isn't even her main sport, really. So she's just an athlete, and she brings a lot of good to the Hoggard team, too.
Symmetry for 3. Off the back iron. Good rebound by Lexi Hinson.
Yeah, she's working in there.
Ooh.
I mean, she's worked.
And the body block puts Hinson on the floor. Claire Emma Britt picks up her 3rd.
You love that as a coach. She's shorter than both the girls. She's boxing out. She's got 2 on her, and she still comes away with it.
And she's got 10 boards at least tonight.
I mean, you know, she's a player that knows her role. Coach Gale has said, you know, we need you to rebound. If you're open for that shot, you know, take it, but know your role. I need you to play great defense. I need you to hit the boards. And when you have players that'll do that, then you can have a championship team.
And yeah, they're establishing, they've already established, they're confirming their dominance so far in the Mid-Eastern Conference here with right now a 9-point lead, just under 4 to go. You know, if they can walk out of this one, you know, it's looking pretty good for them to get that regular season Mid-Eastern Conference championship.
Yeah, you know, I think that this game tonight was actually a really important one for Ashley. You know, we've still got 4 minutes to play, but, you know, Ashley is kind of proving tonight, hey, you know, we're the team to beat. And, you know, Hoggard wants to come in here and say, nope, we want to make this interesting and maybe try to take a little confidence away from them. But we still got a little bit of time. Ashley's definitely still in control.
And Hoggard needs another run like they had at the beginning of the 4th quarter.
For sure.
You know, Laney Ashley do play the final game of the Mid-Eastern Conference regular season. And that really is their biggest, on paper, their biggest competition after this ball game to solidify that conference regular season title. Lexi Hinson, 43% from the stripe. And she converts on the first one. And the junior Hinson, definitely what we've talked about before, she does the intangibles. She's in and out on that one.
10-point game.
Good job by Lovett getting through that trap. Just a little bit too much mustard.
Yeah, those are turnovers you just can't afford. With 4 minutes left, down 10.
Yeah, she had time over there in the corner to make a pass, but she saw that the pressure coming towards her, tried to get rid of it quick.
Right. Well, you can feel the energy shifted a little with Hoggard. I mean, they fought hard all night, and it seems like they just can't quite get there, you know?
was face planted on the floor. And that's Claire Emma Britt.
Yeah, that looked like a really awkward landing.
She awkward landing, landed on her face and kind of body flipped over on her face.
Yeah, plays like that, you worry about the player's head and neck. You just never want to see injuries like that.
Yeah, she's getting taken a look at by the trainers and Coach All.
It has been a fight tonight.
So Danielle, we got Ashley establishing their dominance, here in the conference. However, these girls down the stretch are really going to have to, take advantage of play by people like Henson, people like Tiara David, girls like Reagan Russell stepping up offensively. Because if they want to proceed outside of the Mid-Eastern Conference and have success, they're going to need other people besides Rivers stepping up.
Absolutely. It's good to see Claire Emma Britt on her feet. Well, I wouldn't even say Ashley's had a great overall game tonight, but you can clearly see when other people do step up, even if Nye isn't scoring 24, they're still a tough team.
Yes.
And so that's what's going to be important, if they can develop that these remaining games of the season. Because like you said, now we're thinking, okay, who are we going to be facing outside of the conference once we hit postseason play? Like right there, very nice.
And Lexi Henson.
She's had some solid contributions tonight.
And she's got 7 and 10, if not 10 plus. There's another steal. Rivers, silky smooth on the left-hand layup. She has 18. She's at a double-double, and she's really close to that triple-double with the steals tonight. Elgart can't get the rebound and the putback to go, and she's fouled on the floor by Tiara David.
She's missed a few chippies tonight that I'm sure she'd want back if she had another chance. It's becoming a little bit of a similar storyline. Hoggard competed, I'd say, better this game for sure. But, Ashley they're relentless. They're relentless in their length and their pressure.
Steps on Lexi Steed.
I don't think Coach All liked some of the...
Yeah, he didn't. Lexi was getting a little fired up, kind of jawing with somebody else.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing these two teams again and some...
And she's saying she got hit in the face.
Right.
Hey, look at her eye.
Yeah, it actually looks like she has a black eye. Hoggard's coming out of tonight with a couple battle wounds, that's for sure.
They certainly are. It's a physical one.
Yeah.
You're going to have to play physical against a player like Rivers.
Oh, yeah. I think that this Ashley team this year, they're just really tough. They've got the length, but they've got some, as some people say, dogs. They got some dogs that just compete and get after you and get under your skin even a little bit, but that's part of it sometimes.
Yeah, and you talk about that, you got a kid like Rivers, I already talked about number 3 player, class of 2021. Then you bring a girl in like Mia Symmetry, who's coming out of Christ the King High School. So she's played some hoops before.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And Lexi Henson has always been a scrapper.
For sure.
And we've already talked about Reagan Russell. Reagan Russell's got scrapper written all over.
I mean, Reagan Russell, I love watching her compete. And, she's come back this year just with an edge and saying, you know what, I got something to bring to this team. So you're right. They've got some scrappy competitive players on this team.
And then, then you got Coach Gale.
That's right.
And she comes from, people don't like us, we don't care.
That's right.
She's a Philadelphia Eagles fan along with myself. And You know, and I know she's got some fight in her.
Oh, yes.
Rivers, Symmetry. Russell with the pull-up.
Nice.
And ball knocked out of bounds. Stay with the Screaming Eagles. Nice little cut by Tierra David. She's got 4. And the reach on Symmetry. That's her 3rd. Should put us on the bonus. Madeline Elgart from the line. 2 minutes to go. 16-point lead for the Screaming Eagles. Elgart. Her 13th point. She's the leading scorer for the Lady Vikes.
I mean, even her game alone tonight was night and day from the first time they played. I'm not even sure if she had a point the first time. She came with a lot more confidence.
Yeah, the first time they played, looks like Lola Lacey Lovett had 12 and Claire Emma Britt had 11. And Elgart picks up the foul. That's her first. And Tierra David shot the 1-and-1. Another steal. I'm just going to call it. Nia Rivers has a triple-double.
She has done so many different things tonight, as evidence from the triple-double. Her defense has been phenomenal. And she just has done whatever it takes to win.
Yes. And you're right. Elgart was goose eggs in the first ball game with only 1 field goal attempt. And Coach Gale calls that full timeout. And I think right now we're telling the girls, don't do anything stupid.
Right. You know, the last thing you want is a couple turnovers, let Hoggard think they can get back in the game, get some breakaway layups. You just want to play solid.
Because Hoggard's not going to sit, even though they're down, 14 points, they're not going to call off the dogs. I mean, Bubakar's going to foul probably up for at least another minute.
I'd say Ashley tonight is saying, okay, we've shown that we can be consistent and we can find a way to win no matter what. And then I think Hoggard's saying, I think we grew, we've grown. I think they competed more, but the youth still comes out at times, right?
Yeah, they're young. They're definitely young. Coach Hall's got some good future looking ahead of them. The Screaming Eagles, just the other night, put it to South Brunswick, I believe, 66-16, with 8 players, in the scoring column. Tonight, they have 6, and some other key players stepped up and went above their season average. But it's still hard to take away from the Donna Danielle player of the game. It's kind of got to go with the young lady that has a triple-double on the court.
I think she deserves it.
She may not have had her best game offensively, but she certainly stepped up on the defensive end.
She did, and it's also what makes her so good is she doesn't have to score in the half court. Most of her points tonight came off of her defense and in fast break opportunities. So there's so many ways that she can score. But again, that's her transition from her sophomore year to junior year is she's the player on the court that says we're going to find a way to win. That's maturity, that's growth, and that's exactly what you need out of your superstar.
And you got to give it to her as well, because now she's got a whole new cast of characters she's doing it with.
Oh yeah.
And right here, Coach All called the dogs off, and you're going to make her at least dribble the basketball. And Coach is going to get Lexi out of the ball game.
Yeah.
He's going to put Anna Hollis-Pitt, another freshman, into the ball game.
You know, you can see it. You can see it on Hoggard's faces. They don't like that Ashley's, you know, cheering in their home gym. But, yeah, it's this is a game that you learn from. This is a game that you get that motivates you, you know. And really, that's what you do. You keep letting it motivate you. You get better. You watch the film. And you give them a competition if you get them again.
Yeah, you can't get angry.
No.
You can't get angry and let yourself get out of it. That's the kind of stuff that happened with that K-State Kansas issue where somebody tries to steal the ball after your blowout.
Right.
You know, and it just got ugly. The Screaming Eagles pulled off the free throw line. Snia Rivers.
I remember some pretty intense Hoggard-Ashley rivalries, even from my days, and it's exciting to see. You love to see it. The score is not really great evidence of that tonight, but it was a competitive game, and both teams played very hard tonight.
Yeah, Rivers should finish with 20.
I'd say it was a pretty good night for after all.
And a host of rebounds and steals. And Screaming Eagles go to 14-4, 9-0 with, you know, coming up. They really don't have anybody competition-wise until they see Laney on the 13th. They've got East Duplin tomorrow, and then North Brunswick, followed by Topsail, New Hanover, South Brunswick, and then Laney to finish up the conference season. You know, Screaming Eagles get the victory, and but Madeline Elgart, you know, has a ball game. You know, she scored 0 points the first time out. Right now, she comes out with 14 tonight. Well, Danielle, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see you on Friday night or the 13th when we were back here on high school basketball. You'll be out coaching. Good luck with your team. And I really appreciate you coming out here. And I love the opportunity to give somebody like this an opportunity to do the full circle from 4-year varsity starter, finish college basketball, still playing the game, and now you got a chance to talk about the game here with me on High School Basketball and the Learning Network.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had a great time.
Super. Well, I hope you enjoy, maybe stick around to see what this beginning of the ball game turns out in the boys game. But I'm Don Osterbo for Danielle Clay. It's been great you guys watching Screaming Eagles try to get a victory here at the boys game, which we'll have here shortly. Tonight's broadcast is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.